Welcome to the 11th match of the 2020 IQ season, sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union and the Mobile County Public School System. Hi everyone, I'm Bob Grimm. I'm your IQ Quizmaster. Today's match features high school students from Mary G. Montgomery, Theodore, and the home team, Citronelle. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout the country who are all experts in their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Here's how the points were awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The team will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. A correct answer on the first try is worth 4 points. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. And if a team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams up here can gain 1 point with a correct answer, and I'll explain some of the other scoring as we go on. We always start with some questions in current events. Good luck, everybody. Score a lot of points. Citronelle, here's your question. Give the full name of the only African-American sailor who was honored for his service in World War II by having an aircraft carrier named after him at Pearl Harbor on January 20th. Seconds.
Derek Mosby.
Try again. Mary G. Montgomery.
Doris Miller.
That's right. 1 point for Mary G. Theodore. Delegates from nearly 50 nations gathered in Jerusalem to mark the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, the concentration camp. How many years ago was the camp liberated? Seconds.
56.
Sorry, Mary Montgomery?
75.
75 is right. 1 point for Mary G. All right, Mary G, here's your question in current events. At age 34, Sanna Marin is the youngest female head of government in which country?
Finland.
That's right, 4 points. Finland. Very good. All right, topic is American history. Back to our home team. During World War II, the production of war supplies was seen as imperative to U.S. success. To that end, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt established an organization that acted as arbitration between labor and management in an effort to prevent stoppages. Provide the full name of this organization.
The Department of Labor?
Try again. Okay, Mary G.
National War Labor Board.
That's right, 1 point. Theodore, in 1933, there was an international meeting of delegates from powerful global economies. This meeting was designed to tackle the depression that affected everybody. President Roosevelt, however, withdrew the U.S. delegates from negotiations in favor of concentrating on an America First economic recovery. Provide the name given to this global meeting in 1933. Five seconds. Mary Montgomery.
London Economic Conference.
That's correct. 1 point. All right, Mary Montgomery, here's your question in American history. The unexpected death of President Harding in 1923 led to the constitutional ascension of his vice president. This quiet Vermont man's father administered the oath of office by the light of a kerosene lamp at 2:47 a.m. on August 3rd. This homespun setting became a symbol for his early presidency. Give me the last name of this man who was elected in his own right in 1924.
Coolidge.
That's right, Calvin Coolidge, 4 points. Topic is biology. To Citronelle. Give me the last name of the first person who tried to understand heredity by crossing pea plants using paintbrushes to distribute pollen grains in the garden of his Austrian monastery?
Mendel?
That's right, Gregor Mendel. Very good, 4 points. Theodore, identify the molecules that bind to specific short sequences of DNA and cut it to produce uneven ends that may later be rejoined in new DNA combinations.
Restriction enzymes?
That's right, 4 points. Mary G, for a specific genetic trait, name the individual who carries 2 alleles that are both identical and expressed.
Homogeneous?
Try again.
Homozygous?
Try again. Anybody have an answer? No? It was homozygous dominant. All right, time for our first toss-up of the match. It's in sports. Everybody put your hands on your buzzers. First team to push its buzzer answers first. 4 points for a correct answer, but only 1 answer per team. This 14-time NBA All-Star, who is the principal owner of the Charlotte Hornets, played Theodore.
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan is right. 4 points. All right, back to a regular category now. It's in literature. To Citronelle. In the short story titled Thank You, Ma'am by Langston Hughes, name the specific shop in the hotel in which Mrs. Jones was employed.
Think about it. You've got 11 seconds. Don't say that loud.
5 seconds.
Just go.
Salon?
Nope. Anybody want to buzz in? It was the beauty shop or the beauty parlor. Theodore, in James Thurber's short story titled The Flaw in the Plan, give the hour at which the night keeper of the zoo made his final rounds and wondered why the animals were still awake.
The 8th.
Try again.
11.
Try again.
Midnight.
Yes, midnight, 2 points. Mary Montgomery. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story titled The Telltale Heart, for some reason, the narrator began to despise an old man because of the frightening look in his pale blue eye. Identify the specific type of bird whose eye the narrator thought the old man's eye resembled.
Ostrich.
Try again.
Crow.
Try again.
Owl.
Nope.
Vulture.
What again?
Vulture.
Vulture is right. Very good, 1 point. All right, we're going to move now to math for the first of 2 times in the match. Math questions take 60 seconds, and the teams get 4 possible answers. And it's exclusively their question for that minute. If you buzz in early, you go last. So everybody open your yellow math envelopes, please. If equilateral triangle ABC with sides lengths of 6 centimeters is inscribed in a circle with a center at the point P, what is the area in square centimeters of sector APC? Express your answer as a multiple of pi.
pi.
Try again.
Pi.
Try again.
It's dumb, but I'm gonna go with that. It's alright. Good guess. Yeah, it's better than no guess.
27 pi.
Try again. Theodore.
8 pi.
Sorry. Mary Montgomery.
18 pi.
No, 4 pi.
Okay.
4. No points. All right, everyone open your red math envelopes. This question goes to Theodore. In parallelogram ABCD, AB equals 10 centimeters, BC equals 6 centimeters, and angle D measures 45 degrees. What is the area in square centimeters of the parallelogram ABCD? Express your answer in simplified radical form. Thirty seconds for Theodore. Seconds.
30
Six.
square centimeters?
Say that one more time.
30 square centimeters?
Sorry. Citronelle.
60.
No. Montgomery.
60 root 2 square centimeters.
No, it was 30 square root 2. All right. Next question goes to Mary G. Montgomery. Everyone open your blue math envelopes. Quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in a circle. If arc BCD has a measure of 156 degrees, what is the measure in degrees of angle C? Thirty seconds.
$156.
Try again.
$204?
Try again.
78.
Try again. Theodore buzzed in early, I'm told. Citronelle?
39 degrees?
No. Theodore?
24 degrees?
102. Whoa. 102 degrees. We're going to leave math behind for a while. Think so? We're going to ask some questions now. 15-second questions, this time in Shakespeare. Citronelle, your question. In Act 1 of Macbeth, Duncan establishes Malcolm as heir to the throne by granting him a particular title. Give that title. Five seconds.
Causer.
Try again. Theodore.
Thane.
Sorry. Mary Montgomery.
Prince.
Nope, can't accept that. It's the Prince of Cumberland. The whole. Sorry. Theodore, your question. In Act 1 of Twelfth Night, Orsino proclaims that the depth of Olivia's devotion to a dead relative suggests she will develop a far deeper love for a romantic partner who captures the affections that reside in 3 of her organs. 2 of these organs are her brain and her heart. Identify the third one.
Gut.
Try again.
Kidney.
Try again.
Liver.
Yes, her liver. 2 points.
I was trying to say that, but you were in my way. I was like,
Mary G. Montgomery. In Act 1 of Cymbeline, Posthumus tells Imogen of the plans he has made to spend the time of his banishment with a friend of his father. Give the name of this person.
John.
Try again.
Smith.
Try again.
Prosp.
Nope. Citronelle or Theodore, anybody want to buzz in? No, it's Philario. Geography is our topic. Back to our home team. The capital city of Australia and its surrounding suburbs is known as the Australian Capital Territory. Give the name of the city at its center.
Canberra.
Right, Canberra, right. 4 points. Theodore. The largest desert in Australia lies in the south-central region of the country. It crosses from Western Australia to South Australia with the Nullarbor plain to its south. Give the name of this desert.
Do you have an idea? I don't want to say anything stupid.
5 seconds.
Probably do. Shoot.
Citronelle.
The Gibson Desert.
No. Mary Montgomery.
Great Victoria Desert.
That's right. Great Victoria is right. 1 point. All right, Mary Montgomery, here's your question in geography. The tallest peak in the island of Tasmania lies at more than 5,300 feet above sea level. Give the name of this mountain.
Oh my God.
Aoraki.
Try again.
Cusco.
Try again. Citronelle.
Hayerstack.
No. Theodore.
No answer.
Mount Osa. Mount Osa. Beautiful island. All right, we're halfway through our competition right now. Citronelle has 8 points. Theodore and Mary G. Montgomery are tied at 13 points.
New Horizons Credit Union is a proud supporter of local nonprofits and education, including sponsoring the annual New Horizons Credit Union Scholarship. Visit newhcu.org to learn more about New Horizons Credit Union.
Questions in chemistry. Start again with Citronelle. Give the term for a metal hydroxide that reacts with both acids and bases.
What's the name for both of them? It's like water. What's
5 seconds.
like what iso pictures?
Lithium.
Sorry. Anybody buzz in? Amphoteric hydroxide.
I wouldn't have got that.
Theodore. State the physical parameter which, if increased, would result in the decrease in gas solubility, but increase in solid solubility for a solute with an aqueous solution.
Wait, did it say decrease in gas? What did he just say? So he with the parameters. I don't know. So go. Chris. Go, Alexis.
Temperature.
Yes, 4 points. Temperature. You did that on purpose. You just waited till the last second. Mary Montgomery. State the term used to describe a substance's mass per unit volume.
Density.
Correct, 4 points. Art history is next to Citronelle. This green cylindrical seal used for royal messages dates to the Uruk period and was rolled along wet clay to leave an impression of its design. Identify the specific animal that appears in the design on this ancient artifact.
Elephant.
No.
Dragon.
Try again.
Serpent.
Try again.
Turtle.
Nope. Team's ready for the buzzer. Okay, Theodore.
Camel.
No. Mary Montgomery.
Ox.
No. And antelope. Antelope. All right, Theodore. This gate at Babylon is the most splendid of all of Mesopotamia's monuments. Give the name of the goddess of love and war for whom this gate is dedicated.
Athena?
What was it again?
Athena?
No. Try again.
Venus.
Try again.
Mars.
Try again.
Artemis?
Nope. Wait for the buzzer. Mary Montgomery?
Ishtar.
Ishtar is correct. Ishtar.
Sorry.
Mary G. Montgomery. In this pyramid-shaped sandstone carving, King Naram Sin is seen standing higher than his warriors on a small mountain. The figure of the king is larger than that of the soldiers to emphasize his position of royalty. Identify the color of the sandstone used to create this richly detailed ancient carving.
Pink.
Right, 4 points. Now we come to a different category called Team Choice. Now in Team Choice, each team chose the subject it wants to be quizzed on. You get 4 points for a correct answer, but in this case only one answer per team. And teams, if I rule the original team's answer wrong, you gain 2 points with a correct answer instead of just one. So it's a way to make up a little bit. Citronelle, you chose a question in geography. A vast body of water resting along the northeastern coast of Australia separates the country from Papua New Guinea. This body of water is also home to the Great Barrier Reef. Give the name of this body of water.
The Coral Sea.
Correct. 4 points. All right, Theodore, here's your question. You chose American history. One answer, please. The movement of 6 million African Americans from the rural South to the urban North and West came in 2 major waves. The first was following World War I. The second was from 1940 to 1970. Give the name of this movement of people.
The Great Migration?
Yes, 4 points. And Mary G., you chose literature. Again, just one answer. In Eudora Welty's short story titled The Demonstrators, although these words were not included in an article in the local newspaper, give the last 2 words Dave, also known as Dove, Collins said to Dr. Strickland moments before he died.
Thank you.
No? Citronelle or Theodore? Anybody want to buzz in? Citronelle.
Goodbye.
Makes sense, but no. Theodore?
Love you.
No. Hide me. Hide me is the answer. All right, time for our second toss-up of the match. It's in Shakespeare, so teams, again, hands on your buzzers. In Act 1 of the first part of Henry VI, the first messenger arrives with bad news from France. Give the title of the nobleman who responds to this news by saying, "Me they concern, region I am of France. Give me my steeled coat." Okay, who buzzed in there? Theodore? Okay.
We did not buzz in.
Yeah, I did,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Sorry. It was on.
King Charles?
No, sorry, that's not it. Anybody else want to buzz in? Mary Montgomery?
William the Conqueror.
No. Citronelle?
Henry.
Nope. The Duke of Bedford. Duke of Bedford. No points on our toss. Back to a regular category now. Topic is physics. Give the name of the unit for force that is equivalent to 1 kilogram meter per second squared.
Horsepower?
Try again.
Newton.
Yeah, that's right. 3 points. Newton. Very good. All right, Theodore, your question in physics. Give the name of the method of heat transfer associated with the movement of a substance.
Would that be one of the laws of thermodynamics? Wouldn't that be a law of thermodynamics?
5 seconds.
Go. Oxidation?
Try again.
Condensation?
Nope. Citronelle.
Convection.
Yes, very good. 1 point. Mary Montgomery. Name the quantity that can be determined from a product of a wave's frequency and wavelength.
Speed.
Yes. American government. To Citronelle. Give the term that is at times reserved for positive acts of government that seek to make the constitutional guarantees a reality for all. Five seconds.
Amendment review?
Try again.
Reserve powers.
Sorry. Mary Montgomery.
Civil rights.
Civil rights is correct. 1 point. Theodore. Section 1 of this amendment states, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Give the number of this amendment passed in 1865.
13.
That's right, 4 points. Mary Montgomery. State the title of the famous 1973 court case that held that an individual's right to privacy, quote, encompasses a woman's decision whether or not to terminate her pregnancy, unquote.
Roe v. Wade.
That's right, Roe v. Wade is correct. 4 points. World history is the topic. To Citronelle. The flag of the Indian National Congress pictured an implement symbolic of Mahatma Gandhi's boycott of British goods. Name this implement, which Gandhi himself was said to use for 2 hours a day.
Spinning wheel.
That's right, 4 points. Theodore. After centuries as a monarchy, Spain became a republic in 1931. 5 years later, the Republican government faced a revolt led by fascists, supported by the army. Give the last name of the leader of the revolt that led to the Spanish Civil War.
Mussolini.
Try again. Mary Montgomery.
Perez.
No. Citronelle.
Francisco.
No. It was Francisco Franco. We asked for the last name. Mary Montgomery. After the Allies liberated France, Belgium, and Luxembourg in 1944, Hitler ordered a counterattack through the Ardennes forest in Belgium. The attack temporarily pushed the Allies back, but they eventually forced the Germans to retreat. Give the name of this battle, designated because of the temporary German progress against a section of the Allied lines.
Bulge.
Yes, the Battle of the Bulge. 4 points. We're down to the last question in today's contest. It is a 4-point question and a 60-second question, and teams will all try to answer it simultaneously or figure it out simultaneously and answer it one by one. All right, everybody open your white math envelopes. Here's the question. A rocket is launched with an initial velocity of 240 feet per second. If it travels according to the formula h equals vt minus 16t squared, how long in seconds does it take to return to Earth? "30 seconds left, teams. Buzz in when you think you know the answer. Citronelle.
6 seconds.
Sorry. Theodore or Mary Montgomery? Mary Montgomery.
16.
Nope. Theodore.
22.
One answer.
My apologies. Go.
224 seconds.
Sorry. It was 15 seconds. 15 seconds. No points on the math. So, final score today, Citronelle with 20, Theodore with 25. Today's winner, Mary G. Montgomery with 35 points. Congratulations to all of our teams for a good match.